This mayor became the most famous person in the Philippines, but nobody knew who she really is. Hi, my name is Vias, and it would mean a lot to me if you hit that like and subscribe button, and now we would talk about the most controversial mayor in the Philippines.
Your Honor, hindi ko na po alam.
This phrase became a laughingstock for quite a long time in the Philippines, despite of it being a serious matter. If I ask you what's the name of your mother, maybe some people wouldn't be able to answer it, but if I ask you how your childhood went, whether it is as good as a dream or as bad as a nightmare, you'll have a say about it unless you are Alice Guo, who purely doesn't know anything. Or was it really purely or pretentiously? If I tell you I'm Vias and I was raised in the farm, no more questions asked because the rest will be answered by, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't know or I can't seem to remember it. Will I be able to gain your trust? No, right? Then you have to meet Alice Leal Guo. Didn't she just gain the trust of people by saying that so-so information? But she even succeeded to become a mayor of a small town in the Philippines. She's a businesswoman and a respectable politician, until a raid to a certain villa-gated community was made. Police found 167 illegal Chinese immigrants involved with various scams linked to Pogo, Philippine offshore gaming operator. It was soon found out that the owner of the said compound was owned by none other than the respected mayor Alice Guo. Although she denied knowledge of the said activity, further investigations denies the mayor's claim and puts her on the spotlight. Mayor Alice is a promising politician since she's the very first female mayor of Bamban, Tarlac, to stimulate the progress of the town. Jollibee, McDonald's, and solar lamppost are her major projects that paved the way to a more progressing municipality. She's also loved by the people around the town as she really did a lot for Bamban. But how can a mayor who's actively involved and truly cared about the town not aware of the Pogo operations inside her jurisdiction? This paved for a thorough investigation, linking her with a connection to the Pogo hub. During the investigation rooted a more sensational investigation that questioned her citizenship and real identity. Is she really a Filipino who truly cared for Filipinos? Or a mere Chinese national who pretended to be a Filipino, tried to gain the trust of the Filipinos and used it for her own benefit in establishing Pogo Hub with illegal operations around it? During the Senate hearing, they asked her a lot about her personal life, but they can't squeeze any relevant information about her since her answers are always, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can't remember. These triggers a deeper question about her real identity. Is she indeed a hope? Or just another despair in disguise? According to her story, she was raised in the farm, hidden from everyone since she's the fruit of the love of her father and their housemaid. She was homeschooled by someone she only knew by her first name, Teacher Rubelin. The rest of the story? She doesn't know anymore. Series of hearings happened, and her statements keeps changing. Due to inconsistency of her statements and documents, these held her more doubtful and questionable. One moment, she don't know her mother, later on she knew. She's raised in the farm, but she doesn't know which and where farm it is located. She was born in the farm as well, but only had her birth certificate registered at the age of 17. One moment, she's the only child, and later on, she said that they're 3. According to her, she's homeschooled since she started her studies but didn't even know the complete name of her sole educator. Who wouldn't know someone who's always with for years? Only Mayor Alice, I guess? As every questions have answered, deeper investigation shed a light on the true identity of the mayor of Bamban Tarlac. Alice Leal Guo claimed to be born at home, which she can no longer recall on August 31st, 1990, and according her birth certificate states in Matatalib, Tarlac. But the National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, made a shocking discovery. It was later discovered that the fingerprints of Alice Leal Guo and person named Guo Huaping matched, suggesting that they're the same person. Guo Huaping is a Chinese national born on July 12, 1986, at Fujian, China. According to Guo Huaping's Special Investors Resident Visa, she entered the Philippines on January 12, 2003. To everyone's surprise, the NBI made a revelation that another Alice Guo with the same name and birth date, but a different face and address was revealed. They speculated that this Alice Guo was just a fake and is only used to mislead the ongoing investigation. The NBI even put up an award to whoever can bring them the other Alice Guo with 50,000 pesos. Discrepancies with regard to her family details were also present. She denies everyone to be related with her, but when presented with a proof for them to be connected, she'd eventually admit that they are, contrary to her first statement. Guo said that her father is a 70-years-old Chinese national, Chen Zhonghua, and her mother is their then housemaid Amelia Leal Guo, a Filipina. But her birth certificate states that her father is Angelito Guo, a Filipino, and her mother is Lin Wenyi, a Chinese businesswoman. Alice Guo claimed to be an illegitimate only child of Amelia and Angelito, resulting to her being raised in seclusion. But certain Zhang Mir, alias Xiela Leal Guo, and Seaman Leal Guo's birth certificate states that their parents' name is also Amelia and Angelito Guo. Discrepancies about her real identity go on and on. The deeper the investigation, the deeper the inconsistencies, and a more realistic truth was uncovered. So, how can someone with questionable identity were able to file for candidacy and even made it to hold a position to be a mayor of Bamban Tarlac? Here's the catch. Did you know that Mayor Alice Leal Guo claimed to have a simple life? But how simple her life really is. Guo is known to have an extensive background as a businesswoman even before entering politics. As per Security and Exchange Commission records, Guo serves as an incorporator and holding significant shares in at least 11 companies since 2010. Alongside with these, she also had an air taxi venture, as she owned a helicopter since 2019 and allegedly sold in 2024. Another simple business of her is car dealership, as to which she owns 16 vehicles, including sports cars, vans, and trucks. She reasoned out that those vehicles are associated with West Cars Incorporated, another car dealership affiliated with Guo. If you think it's big enough to consider as simple businesses, we haven't talked about her alleged links to Pogos. After winning the election, Mayor Alice applied for the license of Hongsheng Gaming Technology Inc., which later renamed as Zunyuan Technology, Inc. This Pogo is situated at a property under Baofu Land Development, Inc., in which Mayor Guo is also an incorporator. It was raided not just once, but twice. First raid happened before it was renamed on February 2023 for its alleged connection with cryptocurrency investment scams. Another raid happened after it was renamed on March 2024 due to its alleged involvement with human trafficking and cybercrimes. Of course, Mayor Alice is Mayor Alice. In her defense, all properties subject for questioning and was proven to be connected with her was sold before and during her electoral era. It's like, yes, those are mine before, but not anymore. Mayor Alice even had the courage to express her dismay as she was judged prematurely via trial by publicity. As the investigation go along, it was revealed that some of Guo's business associates were involved in largest money laundering case in Singapore, amounting to $3 billion. In her defense, she said that she only knew her connection with that syndicate the moment it was revealed in one of the Senate hearings. And with those, it made her more questionable. Bureau of Internal Revenue filed a tax evasion complaint amounting to 500,000 pesos against Alice Leal Guo on August 14, 2024, relating to her transactions in Baofu. On the 30th day of the same month, year 2024, Alice, together with 35 others, were charged with money laundering by the authorities. Alice Leal Guo served as Bamban Tarlac mayor from June 30, 2022 until August 13, 2024. She got suspended in June 2024 for up to 6 months as mayor after Department of the Interior and Local Government filed graft charges against her involvement with Pogo activities in her municipality. On August 13, 2024, she was completely dismissed by the Ombudsman. It was reported on August that, as of July 17, 2024, the former mayor escaped the Philippines and went to Malaysia and then traveled to Singapore. According to Bureau of Immigration, on August 26, 2024, Guo was last seen on Jakarta, and on September 3, 2024, Guo was arrested by Indonesian authority in Tangerang. According to Department of Justice, DOJ, Jakarta wants Gregos Haas, an Australian drug lord who is currently detained in the Philippines in exchange for Guo. Whoever could have thought that a single raid could lead to the discovery of a seemingly innocent mayor? named Alice Leal Guo, which lead to bigger well of lies and crime, although everything seems to be you covering. It may be just the tip of an iceberg to unravel a deep and deadly web of bad actors involving international criminal syndicates, local and national politicians, and perhaps malevolent elements of a foreign state. Cases like this won't be possible without the help of powerful and big people of the Philippines as well. Monetary exchange in exchange of power and protection, maybe? We don't know. But it's alarming to know how powerful you can be just because you have the resources. And it's even more scary to know how limitless your capability can get.